little dirty. Alright guys, so and I guess by we I mean I am back up here by myself for the first time in, I don't know, it's been a while, 5 or 6 months maybe. I decided to come up on a Thursday, partly because I had to drop off some beef that we had sold, and I figured there's still lots of junk at our place that we can take another trip up and get rid of some of this stuff. So that's what I did. I'm going to stay up here for a couple days, try to get some excavating done, maybe take a look at that rock truck, see if I can figure out what its issue is, and unload this stuff, and I think that's about it. So I think without wasting any time, I'm gonna get the excavator fired up and get at it. Weather's kind of been a weird one. We went from -7 was the coldest spot driving up. We hit spots of snow flurries. Now we're in a big pocket of rain mixed with some sun. So I'm hoping the rain's not going to do much and it just stays either cloudy or, best case scenario, it gets sunny. But I think what I'm going to do first, since I got the rake on, oh no I don't. I thought I had the rake on. I got the clean out bucket on. Okay, well that changes plans. I was going to say I was going to go across the creek there and clear that spot where I'm going to put some sea cans to have maybe a makeshift shop, but I gotta switch buckets regardless. So I guess I put the digging bucket on and we'll go back up to this top field we cleared last week and finish off around the edges, just where I pushed kind of a I guess you could call it a road that I'm going to put my fence line on with the bulldozer. Anywhere where it was near the hillside, it's kind of rough and ugly looking, so I think I'll clean all that up, and then I think I can call this section done, and the next stage would be to put the fencing in. Alright guys, away we go! Alright, so that one stump we tried to rip out wouldn't come out very easily, and in turn it cracked one of our teeth on our rake here. I've repaired this once before. It's just a crummy design the way they made this out of plate rather than this being a heavy wall piece of tubing. So I figured before I keep using it and wreck it more, which I've ripped this tooth right off before, I better fix it. And while I'm at it, I'm gonna fix this crack down here, which has gotten a bit larger. I have to see if I can get a rock under there and press it tight. Alright, so that's that one taken care of. Should hopefully hold a little longer until we get some material up here that we can do a better repair. Now we'll see what we can do with this one. Sucked her nice and tight. Get that out. Weld her up. Alright, that was a long time. Takes a while to build stuff up. Also, I only had 1/8 rod up here. I didn't have any 532. It would have gone a little quicker, but it is what it is. It's welded up, it's fixed. I think we'll give it a go. Hopefully it doesn't break again for a while. I don't know what it is with this stump, but it must be the rake killer, because I just put the rake into it to pull it out, and I decided, oh, I'll use another tooth, and it just peeled that out. Look at it, look at the material. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like it's completely brittle. That one's gonna be a royal pain in the ass to fix, because now I gotta weld the whole bloody thing. There it is. Yeah, just grab it, right? This thing probably weighs like 70 pounds. What a piss off. Complete lack of fusion on that weld. No wonder they're breaking. Look at that. That's all the weld that was attached. Just junk. Alright, so we got the end of day one. I think we did pretty well. I got all the branches and stumps over across the river, I would say halfway down that section, ripped out, and I got them all piled up at the end. And then I came back through with the clean out bucket and just scraped the topsoil off the top. You can see over there by the excavator there, that's my wood pile. And then I got one pile of topsoil there, and then there's another one in behind those trees. And then I took some of the rocky material and filled that low section. So then I think for tomorrow, I think I need to get those branches out of there so they're not in my way, which means I gotta try to get that rock truck going. So fingers crossed. I'm just gonna put a bit of gear oil in that thing and hope that it was just low and it was slipping, and then might try to put a bit of water or coolant in the engine. I don't think it's low, but she started overheating and then lost power. So I'm gonna do that in the morning. Hopefully it starts and hopefully it works, and then we'll move that pile, and then I think we'll fire the dozer up and bring that over there and then try to clear ourselves a flat spot. I came up here to shut the sea can and it's already shut. There's a look at the top field. I'm surprised after coming back with a little bit of rain, it actually looks really good. Like better than what I initially had planned on doing, because I didn't want to rip any of the trees out. I just wanted to rake up the material, and I thought I was going to be left with a lot more brush and unevenness, but the quick little work with the dozer, it turned out pretty good. It makes me wish I did the same down below, but it's a learning curve, I guess. I've never done it before, and now I think I kind of got an idea for the next few. So I'm gonna head in, get cleaned up, make some dinner, relax, call it an early night since we were up at 2:30 loading up the beef. Had to make our drive out here, unloaded the trailer, and then had to drive to drop the beef off, which was another hour each way. So I had like, I don't know, 7-8 hours of driving today, plus a good 5 or 6 on machinery. I think maybe I deserve an early bedtime. All right, so it's a foggy, damp morning. Looks like it's snowing a little bit over the night. I went and checked out the rock truck. I don't know, I don't know what it's got in there for the transmission in terms of fluid. Volvo says ATF. It is an ATF that's in there. Smells like gear oil, but then it's got a thin consistency similar to engine oil. So anyways, I put a little bit of oil in there, see what happens. I had to get some water. However, my water jug is full of rocks. I guess Riley decided he'd chuck some rocks in there. So I gotta get those out first. Put that in, and then let's see if it fires up. Now to get up here with ice all over it. See what it takes. Alright, so we got air pressure. She's not up to temperature yet, but I'm kind of curious to try her while she's cold. See if it'll move before it warms up. Engine sounds fine, which is good. Which I wondered if maybe I was low on fuel. Here we go. It's running. She just died on us. I don't know what the deal is. I'm gonna get some fuel put in her and see how she is now that she's empty. Filters. I think we're gonna have to do a full service. Wow, not a full service, but fuel filters, transmission, air filters, hydraulic fluid filters. That's just weird. Unless I just had too much weight in it, but I've put way more in there than that. Alright, so I just got back from town, picked up some new fuel filters. Luckily the first one I was able to get off with my superhuman man strength. The second one, I don't know, Must have been a I don't know, cyborg or something that put it on, because I couldn't get it off. Luckily, I got a brain like Stephen Hawking, and I had a rag and a screwdriver, so I made my own filter wrench, twisted it tight, and then able to use it with my superhuman strength and a little bit of leverage, and I was able to crack it loose. So, in case you guys are ever in that situation, that's how you do it. Question is, did that fix our problem? Alright, so that wasn't the case. It wasn't the fuel filters. So I'm going to check now the fuel line, the supply line, and see how much is coming out of there. Make sure it's not something in our tank that's maybe plugged it. Well, I'm being punished for something. I gave up on the rock truck, checked the main line, got lots of diesel coming out of it, put it back on, went to start it up, battery was dead. Hooked the truck up to it, tried to start, and then couldn't keep it running. Or I wouldn't say couldn't keep it running, couldn't keep it starting. It just didn't have enough power. So I decided, okay, scrap that, we'll do the bulldozer. Go to the bulldozer, get the pump motor started, try to fire the main diesel. Pump motor dies. Realize, okay, it's out of gas. Get it running, get the bulldozer fired up, fill it up with fuel, drive it down to the bottom there. Stops moving. Ugh. Had the problem before, so I knew right away, okay, let's check the fluid. It says it's low, so come back up here and get some more oil and back off to the races. Why she's losing that much? We must have a good leak. First encounter. Mom and her two fawns. There she goes. Not sure how well that last video turned out, looking at the deers. Just pulled it out of my pocket and noticed my lens is all broken. Not sure what I did, if I broke it trying to pull the camera out of my pocket. I got too excited maybe, or if it was the other day when I dropped it running down the hill. But regardless, lens is broken. Anyways, here's a look at the area that I raked out and attempted to flatten with the dozer. Didn't really work the greatest. As you can see, there's quite a few humps and bumps and lumps and I don't know what else. But anyways, it was a bit of a challenge. There's so many big boulders in here that as you go over them with that dozer, it's a little sloppy in the blade. All the trunnion bearings and stuff are, I think, worn out. Bushings need to be replaced or built up. So it just kind of does whatever it wants to do. So I'm fairly happy with how it came out, considering, but you know, as you can see, I'm on a downslope here, and I kind of got a taper from that end down to that end. So I plan on putting my sea cans here to do a little bit of a temporary shop in the meantime before I build one. But I'm on 40 feet. I think I'm gonna be lifting one end up quite a bit, so we'll wait and see. Supposedly I'm supposed to get a couple dropped off maybe on our next trip up here. If not, it'll be the following.
So high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more.